Yo, what's good? What's goody? How y'all doing today, man? It's a nice little Monday, and we feeling good. Thank you for tuning in to the FNR Creator Academy. I go by the name of John Da Vinci, and I'll be your host today. Nah, but we do these videos every day. We drop some inspiration. We talk about God. We talk about the Bible. We talk about health. We talk about mental and physical health. Talk about tutorials, entrepreneurship, things to uplift you and add value to what you're doing. But I always want to keep God first because that's our foundation. So that's what we're gonna be talking about today. All right. Now we know we don't want to get too caught up in the world, but make sure you do subscribe. We appreciate y'all for tapping in because I say that because a lot of people don't start subscribing. We started this channel a couple weeks ago and it's been growing and we are thankful for that. Thank you for the people that's been watching. Thank you for the people that's been interacting and just showing love to what we've been doing these last couple weeks. So thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But as we say, we don't want to get too caught up in that though, because God gonna always do that work. We do these videos for God. It's like finishing a test. You take the test and then you go give it to God, and if it's good, then He go out and send it to the people that need to hear it, or send it to the people that need to see it. All right, so we still gotta pay our bills. We still gotta still live throughout this journey that God got us on. So we got to make sure we're eating right, make sure we're reading, reading the word first and foremost, but make sure you're reading these books, building up your wisdom, saving your money, investing your money the right way because, like I said, we got to pay our bills. We still got to take care of our family. We still got to eat. So until Jesus get back, let's make sure that we doing our part here on earth, spreading the word, keeping our body healthy so we can last longer. We want to be eating KFC and burgers every day, every weekend, and you're gonna be all lazy and fat. You ain't able to go out and do God's work like that. So we want to build some soldiers so we can make sure that we endure this process and this journey that we're about to go on. All right, man. So today I had to take some notes, man, because I was just sitting watching TV. And it was just like I came across this video, and everything was just clicking with me, man. And I just want to share it with y'all out of all honesty. So I'm not gonna act like I just came up with this. I just got the word, and I just I I try to make sure I'm sharpening my blade every day. Studying the Bible and reading a verse, even reading other books and the stuff that I consume. I try to make sure that it's valuable. So I just want to share some stuff with y'all today. So that's what we're gonna do. So I even got my book. I got my Bible right here, and I mixed up the words. I meant to say we're gonna be reading. The first one's gonna be the Book of Matthew. I got my Bible right here. And of course, you know, seek the kingdom of God and His righteousness, and all things will be added. And it's Matthew. Make sure, right? Matthew 6:31 and 33. Matthew 6:31 33. Therefore take no thought, saying, what shall we eat? Or what shall we drink? Or or where shall we be clothed? For after all these things do the Gentiles seek. For your heavenly Father knows that you have need of all these things. But seek ye first the kingdom of God and His righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. Take therefore no thought for the morrow. The morrow shall take thought for the things of itself. Sufficient unto the day is the evil thereof. So what do y'all think he meant by that? To me, I feel like he meant, you know, what I got out of that is stop stressing. All right, I got stop stressing, stop worrying about tomorrow because just like I feed the birds, I'm gonna feed you. So, I'm pretty sure, if you've been a follower of God, you've been tested a couple times. In the same way that God got you through them tests before, you don't believe that God gonna get you through this test again. He gonna get you through this test again. So he say, seek the kingdom of heaven and his righteousness and all these things will be added, right? Take therefore no thought for the morrow shall take thought for the things of itself. Don't worry about tomorrow, worry about today. Today is a blessing. This is the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice. You know, let's be thankful for today. I know tomorrow is coming, but let's be thankful for the things we have today. Sometimes you have to show that gratitude, even if you have to write it down, you gotta show gratitude for what you have. Because it's a lot of times where we might start thinking about all the stuff that we don't have, and then that might get carried away in our mind, and then now we all stressed out, stuff like that. It's draining your energy, putting your energy towards stuff that you don't need to be putting it towards. You have to watch what you're consuming. Now, I had to, like I always say, I cut some distractions, and it might not be distractions for others, but this is just distractions for me. As everything, you see stuff online, you have to have discernment about it. Because somebody talking about something don't mean it's relating back to you. But you have to take some stuff and you know and just pray about it, have discernment about it, have understanding about it, and see if that speaks to you. And if it do, then maybe take that as a sign to maybe change or do something, take action or whatever the case is. But nowadays, it just seemed like the enemy has made being busy normal. He has made being busy normal. And you have people being busy that ain't even really busy. They think they busy. You're delusional. Can't get you out of my system. I don't know. But you're being delusional. He's tricking you, making you seem like you have work to do, but you really ain't going nowhere. You're on a treadmill, player. Wake up and turn the treadmill off and step off. Man, look, it was a point in time where I just felt like I was doing so much stuff. I was creating magazine. I was trying to create music. I was trying to create clothes. I was, Lord, I was doing promotional stuff. Like I was posting online. I was trying to find work from other people to do day graphic design, and then I was editing. Like, sometimes we just get distracted by stuff that have to that it just ain't worth our time sometimes, man. It's like, where is God in all that? Now, and I feel like, don't use God for a escape card either. You can't say, oh, I'm working on, you know, Christian, I'm working on God content. You have to find time for God. I always have time for God. And some people do it so perfect. Some people do it so perfect. And I just thought about a conversation that I had earlier, and ain't got nothing to do with it. And I hope if you see this, it don't have nothing to do with the conversation we had that we had. But I'm just saying, speaking for myself, now that I have time to sit back, take everything in, I'm like not trying to worry about creating 3 posts a day, and trying to create a story and trying to create another post for TikTok and trying to create a post for Twitter and then try to create something for YouTube at the same time, create something for Facebook and my Facebook page. Now that I'm not doing all of that, I'm like, every time I'm thinking about this stuff, I'm opening the Bible. I'm just opening the Bible, opening the Bible. And this is my testimony, y'all. God, said, he, when I be like, when God said, but there's just certain stuff that God showed me. It's like when he show you visions in your dream or when he show you visions in your sleep. That's what I mean by that. And I'm just like, he show you time. He show you that he show you in your dream. He show you signs in your dream. And I don't think he wanted me to say that one because, you know, he kind of swiped it off my head. But put more time into God, as we always say. Sometimes we find ourselves accidentally putting more time into our work, our 9 to 5, and then, we come home, we read the Bible, we fall asleep, or we try to pray, we fall asleep. In our last video, we talked about um, our special meetings at 3, 4 a.m. when God wakes us up. Those special meetings, special prayer, like special praying hours. They said Jesus always, he walked away from the crowd to pray to God, you know. So it is time, man. Time is so precious. I think about it all the time because I got my kids and stuff and they just growing so fast. And I'm just realizing like, whoa, yo, like we getting there, man. And that's why I'm like, I spent my 20s trying to get to a certain level that I felt like was a waste. Not necessarily a waste because it got me here. It got me close to God. So it wasn't a waste, but you know, it's plenty of stuff that could have did, should have did, but everything happened for a reason the way God wanted it to happen. So I'm thankful for that. But another thing, man, is uh it's just taking back control of your time. That's what the conclusion of what I really wrote down. And I also want to share this scenario with y'all. I was watching a video and it was a preacher, and if y'all know which preacher this was, then y'all put it down below because he was like, how he pretty much said, I forgot how he said it, but he set it up pretty nice. But he pretty much said it's crazy that God separated heaven and hell just 14 inches away from each other, 14 inches apart from each other. What do y'all think he mean by that? He said it's crazy how God separated heaven and hell by only 14 inches apart from your brain, your mind to your heart. It's 14 inches, heaven and hell. Because up here you may know Jesus, you may know God and all of that, but down here you might not have Him in your heart. Up here you know about the information, you take in information, but down here in your heart you still be cussing people out. You still be uh uh to be whatever the case is. I don't want to I don't want to necessarily say because I don't want nobody to feel no type of way, but you know what you do. you still be doing that thing. So, you know, we have to change our heart from the inside before we try to change our outside. Because you can sit here and change your outside all you want, make it look nice, put a suit on, get your hair cut, get some shades, whatever, new shoes, get your little ring, earring, whatever the case is. But beauty is on the skin deep. And God knows your heart. You can fool these people all you want to, but God knows your heart, man. And you can't fool God. You better pay attention to what's going on around this world now. A lot of people starting to get wrapped up into some stuff, some trouble, but we're gonna keep that. That's a whole nother video. You know, but I don't want to keep reading off of here. You know, one more thing that I'm gonna read off, but then this guy, God said instead we seek everything else first, like money, success, relationship, entertainment, but you don't give God no time. And that goes back to what we were saying. You clearly getting more excited. People get more excited about the world stuff than about hearing the gospel. Right now, if I came to you, however you feel right now, if I came to you and said, "Man, look at here, I got some news uh about about Diddy or Jay-Z and TDJ, I got some news about Oprah, da da da." I'm pretty sure y'all gonna want to hear it. Versus compared to, "Hey man, I got some news for y'all, man. Let me read this Bible verse to you." Most people ain't gonna be so excited to hear that Bible verse compared to trying to hear the latest gossip or trying to hear the latest discount on, whatever the case may be. You see, so I just come on. I'm just coming on here because, like I said, I'm learning. I'm learning a lot of stuff. I am far from perfect, and don't look at me as somebody perfect because I'm not. I'm reading the Bible. I'm learning. As you can see, I'm reading off some of the stuff that I learned today myself. So I just wanted to share that with y'all. Just some stuff that I learned and everything. Like I was saying, let me see what this one is. Luke 5:16. Jesus always went away from the crowd to have time with God. When he wakes you up, when he wake you up at 3 a.m., tap into that meeting with God. Psalms 46:10. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am God. And even 1 Corinthians 15:33 spoke about having bad company. You are who you hang around, and I don't care what people say. You just can't get influenced. You got to have a strong belief in God and know who you are. Really love yourself. Be able to, you can walk in a room and not get affected by anything. And I feel like I can do that. I always been able to do that, you know. But what I'm saying is, you got to, you know, be able to be resilient to temptation because, unfortunately, around, as you know, temptation is everywhere. From the food on the commercials, from the ads, from the discounts, from the social media, from or whatever it may be. Your temptation, it might be food, whatever the case is, might be playing a game, whatever your temptation is. might be shopping, whatever your temptation is. So just gotta be still, know that He's God. You know, we put our faith in Him, put your problems in His hand. Don't go to man for you know, for venting and stuff like that, man. Just go to God. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to come on here and share some stuff, man. I know we was a little bit everywhere today, but we're gonna be back for another video tomorrow, and we're gonna talk about some more stuff as well. So I appreciate y'all, everybody that's been rocking with us today, man. Most definitely continue to tap in into more of our videos in the Creator Academy. Like I said, we're gonna be doing more interviews and some live videos, some tutorials real soon. So we appreciate y'all for tapping in and watching. Let's create our foundation. You see what I'm saying? So everybody have a good night. Everybody have a good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. But have it good. Make it good. Make it the best because you woke up today. God blessed you with health. He blessed you with something. He blessed you with sight. He blessed you with senses. He blessed you with his phone. I mean, he blessed you with communication. He blessed you. He gave you opportunity to get up and get it. There's people out here, that situation is worse. So let's be thankful and grateful for what we have so we can continue to get blessed by God, man. Okay, let's walk and walk in the faith. Trust the process, y'all. I'm telling you, God is everywhere. He knows what you're going through. Talk to him. I'm telling you, I promise. Talk to him. Talk to him. Yeah. And wear your crown.